Welcome back, guys, and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be reflecting on the ethics of products during vulnerable times like we're in right now. And this is quite an impromptu video where it's a bit more up close and personal, but if that's too quick for you and we don't really know each other like that, then I can at least tell you that my name is Kirstine, and on this channel we like to do social analysis and design research and qualitative research and qualitative methods, so it's all fun things, but and my videos are usually a bit more neat or planned out, but I hope you enjoy this video anyway. So today I want to share my thoughts actually about a particular product that I came to know about the other day, and it really set my alarm off and raised some concerns for me, but these are just my initial thoughts, and I would be really curious to hear about what you think about it. So let me just start with with telling you about this product. Otherwise we won't get very far. But so this product was it's like a huge LED panel. It's like an adult size panel that can show different images depending on what you upload to the system. And then it also has a hand sanitizer dispenser, and then it also have a thermometer that can take people's temperatures. And the thought behind this product is that it would be placed in the entrance of stores before people enter them. So this is essentially like a product that stores would buy and then use on the customers, or for the use of the customers. So let me give you some context, because in Denmark right now stores are advised to have equipment for people to minimize the spread of the virus, and that can include gloves and hand sanitizer. But from personal experience and what I've seen, I think hand sanitizer is the most common. However, the issue is that I think a lot of places and a lot of stores, it can be quite difficult to know where these hand sanitizers are placed, and they can also be quite difficult to use because you need to, some of them are actually just bottles that you have to press and then use two hands to disinfect yourself. So there are some issues with how things are right now, and in that sense, this product that dispenses hand sanitizer and that is attached to this LED panel that could draw attention to itself, could solve some of the problem with how impractical it is right now, or how invisible these dispensers are right now. So in that sense, it could be a really good product that could help some of the issues that we experience right now. But as the product was pitched to me, as I told you, it really raised some concerns. And that is especially in regards to two things. And the first thing is the whole temperature thing, like taking people's temperatures before they enter the store. And first of all, there's a whole practical issue with that, because right now in Denmark we don't have any recommendations about taking people's temperatures before they go into a store. So it's quite unsolicited that a store would do that, and we don't have any recommendations about what is too high of a temperature. So if this was a feature that the store would use with this product, then it would raise the questions of, okay, then who gets to set what is too high of a temperature? Who gets to decide that? But let's say it's someone from the store who then decides some random temperature that is too high, then what is gonna happen if people have this temperature or above? Is there someone from the store that's saying, being there next to that LED thing and saying, oh sorry, then you can't enter, or have this LED burp, 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 like loudly saying your temperature is too high so you cannot enter? Or would it be that, okay, there would not be no of these things, like there would be no employee rejecting customers and there would be no alarm going off, but imagine then that should the customers then themselves decide, okay, I know that my temperature is too high according to this thing, should I then enter? Is that up to the customer to decide? So people should regulate themselves based on this random number. So in practicality, and also because it's totally unsolicited that you should take customers' temperature, that feature really doesn't make sense, and it has some ethical issues for sure. So yeah, the temperature thing is definitely one of my concerns. Then the next concern is this feature with the LED, that it could display advertisement on it. Like that's how it was pitched to me, that when people were disinfecting their hands, then right there when the store now had their attention, they could then use that moment to also give the customer an offer of like, yeah, today we have 2 for 1 price of this. So yeah, so they would use that moment to basically make profit. So, and that's my issue here, that right now as we are in vulnerable times, and the fact that we are advised to disinfect our hands before entering a store, it is not something that we are used to. So the very act of disinfecting your hands before entering a store, it reminds you of how vulnerable we are right now, and that things are different, and we are extra sensitive and feeling extra vulnerable, and therefore also extra impressionable. So in this very moment where our sensitivity is heightened, that someone would use that very moment to also advertise something that is for the good of the store, because they will make profit and not for their customer, it raises some concerns, especially when we're like in a collective vulnerable time. That this is like most of us are more sensitive than usual. So using that moment to make profit, it raised some concerns with me. So that brings us to what I would recommend about this product, because it could be a good product. As I mentioned earlier, I would definitely recommend that this thermometer ordeal was cut out completely. There's no reason, there's no recommendation right now that should be a thing. So yeah, cut that out altogether. Then about the advertising stuff, also skip that, but instead use the feature and the affordance of this LED light to display things, to nudge people to use the disinfectant. So we, for instance, know that if you played statistics like 80% of our customers have disinfected their hands before going into the store today, seeing that increases our likelihood for also doing it, because we want to be like the majority of people. We are influenced by that kind of social proof that other people are doing it, and so that could, like having statistics like that, for instance, could increase the use of the disinfectant and ultimately make the store a safer place to be. Taking advantage of the display in a way that would increase the likelihood of people using the hand sanitizer would be a really good idea, I think. And I'm touching my face because I haven't learned any better. So now if the whole temperature thing and the advertisement thing is not really a feature that should be used right now, then how should the people selling this product to the stores then sell it? Is it even desirable to have a product like that? And I would say yes, like desirable for the stores, and definitely because right now being responsible is an easy way to give you some brownie points. So even though there is no question about that we should be responsible and behave responsibly, if you really show that in your actions, like for instance if the stores really show that how responsible they are by making it more likely and easier for people to use the hand sanitizer, then you're really scoring some brownie points on that as a store. So I think it could potentially even profit you in the long run, that you're taking that kind of responsibility. And so if I were to sell that product to a store, I would really tap into their sense of responsibility for their community, in order to convince them that this product, they need to have that. And then also, of course, eventually when times have changed a bit, it would be totally fine to also use the LED panel to do advertisement, so that this product is not just like a temporary thing, that is useful for the times that we're in, but eventually the store could adapt the use of it by adding advertisement instead. So it's an investment also further along when things are different. I think that was my initial thought about that product. And I think just in general, especially now, we need to think about if our products are ethical, or if we're just purely trying to get profit. So yeah, let me hear about your thoughts. And while you're at it, you can always subscribe if you want to, because that makes me happy. And have a good day. Fuck. Set my alarm or for set my alarm. Huge. Bye.